Bread. It's one of the oldest and most beloved foods in the world. But how much do you really know about it? Stick around for 10 fun and surprising facts that will give you a whole new appreciation for this everyday staple. Fact 1. The oldest bread. The oldest bread ever discovered was baked more than 14,000 years ago, even before humans started farming. Archaeologists found traces of this ancient bread at a dig site in Jordan. Just imagine, people were enjoying bread before they figured out how to grow wheat. Fact 2. The invention of sliced bread. You've heard the saying, the best thing since sliced bread, right? Well, that's because sliced bread wasn't invented until 1928 by a man named Otto Rohwedder. His invention made it easier for people to enjoy their sandwiches, and it truly revolutionized the bread industry. Fact 3. Bread around the world. Every culture around the globe has its own version of bread. From the long, crusty French baguette, to fluffy Indian naan, to Ethiopian injera and Mexican tortillas, bread has countless variations. Wherever you go, you'll find bread made in unique ways. Fact 4. The largest loaf of bread ever. How big do you think the largest loaf of bread ever made was? Well, in Brazil, bakers set the world record in 2008 with a loaf weighing 3,463 pounds. That's more bread than anyone could eat in a lifetime. Fact 5. Bread as currency. In ancient Egypt, bread was so valuable, it was used as a form of currency. Workers who built the pyramids were often paid in bread and beer. Bread wasn't just food, it was money. Fact 6. Bread superstitions. Did you know bread has its own share of superstitions? In medieval Europe, people believed cutting an uneven loaf of bread could bring bad luck. Others thought bread could ward off evil spirits. Who knew bread had magical powers? Fact 7. Bread in space. Astronauts can't eat regular bread in space. Why? Because crumbs can float around and interfere with the equipment. Instead, they take tortillas or specially prepared crumb-free bread on their missions. Talk about an out-of-this-world solution. Fact 8. Bread's symbolism. Bread is more than just food. It holds deep symbolic meaning across many cultures. In Christianity, bread represents the body of Christ in communion. In other parts of the world, bread is a symbol of hospitality, unity, and sharing. Fact 9. The French baguette law. In France, there's actually a law about what can be called a baguette. To meet the official standard, it can only be made with 4 ingredients: water, flour, yeast, and salt. And it has to be baked at the bakery where it's sold. The French sure take their bread seriously. Fact 10. Bread for the masses. Back in ancient Rome, emperors kept their people happy by giving away free bread during times of hardship. This led to the famous phrase bread and circuses, meaning rulers could keep the public content by providing food and entertainment.